Alright folks, today we're going to dive into the Whitebeard Pirates. When you hear Whitebeard Pirates, you're thinking of the strongest pirate cruise in the world, known for its large size. Just a heads up, this video includes spoilers up to the Wano Country arc, so proceed with caution. First, let's do a quick recap about the Whitebeard Pirates. The captain was Whitebeard, aka Edward Newgate, a key figure in One Piece. And part of the three great powers of the world, he sat on one of the four Emperor's seats. Their ship, the Moby Dick, is distinct with its whale-shaped bow. That's right, Moby Dick is a white whale. The pirate flag they hoist is Whitebeard's face, designed over a symbol of crossbones. Whitebeard regarded his crew as family, lovingly referring to them as his sons. And the crews? They adored him, affectionately calling him Pops. With a crew of around 1,600 members, they are organized into 16 divisions. Each division has its own captain. Furthermore, they have established a massive organization with 43 renowned pirate crews from the New World under their umbrella. Including these, the total count reaches an astounding 50,000 members. The 16 division captains are all on equal footing with no hierarchy. After the Summit War, the remaining members of the Whitebeard Pirates led by Marco challenged the Blackbeard Pirates in the Payback War, but unfortunately they were defeated. The captains have been missing since then. All this chaos was caused by Blackbeard. Also, the pirate crews under their umbrella who survived the Payback War have been defeated. One by one, they were destroyed by Edward Weevil, who was once one of the 7 warlords of the sea, and claimed to be Whitebeard's son. There are still many who remain missing. Now let's introduce each of the 16 division captains of the Whitebeard Pirates one by one. Marco, the captain of the 1st Division, is essentially the number 2 of the Whitebeard Pirates. He's one of the long-serving members who's been with the Whitebeard Pirates for at least 30 years. He's one of the mainstays of the Whitebeard Pirates. He's the user of the bird fruit model Phoenix, a Zoan-type devil fruit. He has this incredible ability to heal any injury with his blue flame of rebirth, negating any attack. Of course, it seems this regenerative ability has its limits. However, this power fits perfectly for Marco, who also serves as the ship doctor of the Whitebeard Pirates. He's quite handsome and cool looking, isn't he? Marco, who lost his old man in the Summit War and was defeated in the Payback War. Afterward, he was protecting his hometown, which Whitebeard cherished as a doctor. However, when he learned that Luffy was challenging Kaido, he joined the fight and showed his brilliance. Ace, the captain of the 2nd Division, is the user of the Maramara fruit, a Logia-type devil fruit. Ace, who had been sailing as the captain of the Spade Pirates, was defeated in combat with the Whitebeard Pirates. He was then invited aboard the ship and recruited by the Whitebeard Pirates. Even though he was aboard Whitebeard's ship, Ace continued to target Whitebeard's life. By the time he had challenged him more than 100 times, he opened his heart to Whitebeard, who called him son and made him feel needed. Then Ace decided to join the Whitebeard Pirates. Ace, whose origins are complicated, was pleased to be needed. Afterward, he was promoted to captain of the 2nd Division, which had been vacant for a long time, and began to work towards making Whitebeard the Pirate King. However, Teach, later known as Blackbeard, was part of the 2nd Division under Ace's command. When Teach committed fratricide and fled, Ace, feeling a sense of responsibility as captain, disregarded his comrades' restraint and set out alone in pursuit. Ace, being particularly loyal to his comrades, must have found this absolutely unforgivable. Later, Ace found Teach but was defeated by Teach, who had consumed the Yami Yami fruit. Being handed over to the Navy, it led to the trigger of the Summit War. Finally, at Marineford, the stage of the Summit War, Ace lost his life. However, the Whitebeard Pirates, where Ace found his place, began to garner widespread readers' support in the wake of this. Whitebeard's recruitment of Ace was knowing that Ace was Roger's son, and also meant to protect Ace from the Navy and the government. This was revealed by Sengoku during the Summit War. Jozu, the captain of the 3rd Division, is a diamond human with the Kira fruit, and can transform his body into diamond. Isn't he the strongest in hardness in the whole story? His diamondized body possesses tremendously high hardness. He's strong enough to withstand a slash attack from Jurkyul Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. Furthermore, Jozu, who is also a strong man, can pull a mountain-sized iceberg from the sea and throw it high into the sky. He possesses excellent offensive and defensive combat abilities. Like Marco, he's been with the Whitebeard Pirates for over 30 years. Thatch, the captain of the 4th Division, is a swordsman who fights with 2 swords and does not possess any devil fruit abilities. A few years ago, he accidentally got the Yami Yami fruit, and there was a rule in the Whitebeard Pirates that the first person who finds it can eat it. However, he was murdered by Blackbeard, aka Teach, who had been eyeing the Yami Yami fruit. Teach broke the ironclad rule of the Whitebeard Pirates, don't kill your comrades, and fled from the ship with the Yami Yami fruit. This incident became the cause of the later Summit War. Vista, the captain of the 5th Division, is a superb dual-wield swordsman who can cross swords even with Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. He's characterized by his top hat and long mustache. Vista is a master swordsman recognized by Mihawk himself. He is ranked and evaluated as one of the top non-devil fruit users in the series. He served in a role similar to the lead charge captain of the Whitebeard Pirates. Also, for some reason, he seems to be acquainted with Yasip of the Red Hair Pirates. The 6th Division Captain, Berhamenko, is a user of the superhuman devil fruit known as the Poke Poke no Mi. He seems to have a combat style that involves pulling out a drum-like hammer from a pocket near his face. What we know about the Poke Poke no Mi power is that it can create countless pockets on the body and pull out tools such as weapons from these pockets. Incidentally, it appears that there's no limit to the capacity of these pockets. There might be many people who hear this name for the first time, but I'd be glad if you remember it on this occasion. The 7th Division Captain Rikuyu is known for his blonde dreadlocks, and he's been a member of the Whitebeard Pirates for over 30 years. He fights using a strange weapon attached to the end of a chain, a biting iron ball. The fact that the weapon is alive may suggest a connection to a devil fruit. The 8th Division Captain, Namor, is the only fishman captain among the 16, and he has a tattoo of his team number 8 on his left chest. Although it's not explicitly stated in the story, he's believed to be a shark fishman because he has fins on his back and sharp teeth. He's seen wearing clothes from Criminal, a brand by Papag, a famous designer from Fishman Island during the Summit War saga. The 9th Division Captain, Blenheim, is a giant who is taller than Whitebeard himself. But he's not from Giant Tribe. He's been a member of the Whitebeard Pirates for over 28 years. In the Summit War, he was seen carrying Jozu, the 3rd Division captain who fell from Admiral Aokiji's attack. There's no doubt that he looks strong. The 10th Division Captain, Curiel, has been a member of the Whitebeard Pirates for over 28 years, and he's recognized by his long face, glasses, and earmuffs. He's the most adept at handling heavy artillery in the Whitebeard Pirates, and fights using a bazooka like a super pistol. He must wear earmuffs because he uses heavy artillery. In the Summit War, he faced off against Gecko Moria and was seriously injured by Admiral Akainu in the final stages, forcing him to withdraw from the front line. The 11th Division Captain, Kingdu, is known for his blonde pageboy hairstyle and a cape that looks like a hero's. His combat style involves using gauntlets on both arms. Could he be a user of King Punch? In the Summit War, he refrained from taking the bait of Red Dog Sakazuki after Ace's release. It seems that he also possesses a rational side, calling out to subordinate pirates. The 12th Division Captain, Haruta, has a youthful face that could pass for a woman's, but he's a genius swordsman. Contrary to his appearance, he seems to be brave and bold, and he fought fiercely on the front line during the Summit War. He's also shown to be a smart character who gives instructions to other crew members, even during battles, ensuring their safety. The 13th Division Captain, Atmos of the Water Buffalo, is a swordsman who uses 2 swords and wears a horned helmet, and his nickname Water Buffalo probably comes from his appearance. However, in the Summit War, he was controlled by the powers of Don Quixote do Flamingo, one of the 7 warlords of the sea, and ended up attacking his comrades. Sadly, he stood out for all the wrong reasons. The 14th Division Captain, Speed Jiru, is known for having the fastest speed among the Whitebeard Pirates, and his combat style involves using that speed in a lance. His appearance is marked by a pig nose and clothing bearing the Whitebeard Pirates emblem. He seems to have a particularly high sense of camaraderie among the Whitebeard Pirates. He was seen crying and mourning when Ace lost his life. The 15th Division Captain, Fossa, like the other captains, has been a member of the Whitebeard pirates for over 30 years. He fights with a sword wrapped in flame, and he's known for his sharp gaze and the constant presence of a cigar in his mouth. Despite his tough appearance, he has a gentle personality and does not like disputes. Moreover, one of his distinctive features is a chin that seems to take the concept of a split chin to the extreme. Izu, the captain of the 16th Division, is a samurai hailing from Wano country and was originally one of the vassals of Kazuki Oden. Over 30 years ago, he boarded Whitebeard's ship in an attempt to stop Oden from following Whitebeard. Initially, he despised Whitebeard for his treatment of Oden, but gradually warmed up to him. He is one of the 9 red scabbards. Afterward, when Oden boarded Roger's ship, Izu chose to stay on Whitebeard's ship and became the captain of the 16th Division. He even rushed to aid during the Wano country arc. Despite his samurai appearance, his specialty is not swordsmanship but shooting, and he uses a two-gun combat style. He fought valiantly against the Beast's pirates, but in the end, he was prepared to fight Mahdi of CP0, who was targeting the Straat crew. He succeeded in defeating him but lost his life in the process. Thanks to Izu, they were able to reclaim Wano country. So far, we have introduced the captain of the 16 divisions of the Whitebeard pirates. But next we'll introduce some of the people who sailed with them in the past. Before Ace, the captain of the 2nd Division was Kazuki Oden, also from Wano country. Desiring to see the world, he begged the Whitebeard pirates, who happened to land in Wano country, to take him out to sea. But Whitebeard rejected this. However, an undeterred Oden pursued the Whitebeard pirates, who had left port under cover of night. He managed to strike a deal where, if he could hold onto a chain connected to the ship for 3 days, he would be accepted as a crew member. Oden, surfing on the sea while gripping the chain for 3 full days, managed to endure until there was only 1 hour left. But hearing the cries of the kidnapped Hiyuri Toki, he let go of the chain to rescue her. From this encounter, Toki became Oden's wife. Impressed by Oden's bravery in saving Toki, Whitebeard accepted Oden as a brother. He then forcibly placed Oden in the position of captain of the 2nd Division. Also, Oden's retainers, Inwarashi and Nekomamushi, were members who were on board the Whitebeard ship for the same period as Oden. A former member of the 2nd Division, he was a member of the Whitebeard pirates for decades until he stole the Yami Yami no Mi from the 4th Division captain, Thatch, and escaped. Being in the 2nd Division means he was under Ace, Teach, who had memorized the shapes of all the devil fruits recorded in the book. He thought that the Whitebeard's ship was the most likely place for his desired Yami Yami no Mi to turn up. For decades, he hid his power and his name lurking in the shadows of Whitebeard. In the series, Teach himself says, "If I didn't have luck, I would have given up, but that fruit ended up in the hands of my friend." You can see he was prepared to devote his whole life to achieving his goal. After obtaining the devil fruit he wanted, he revealed his true nature. He seems bold at first glance, but he also has a strategic side. "I've already planned all the ways I'm going to rise to the top," he said when confronted by Ace, who was pursuing him. This can be interpreted as him having a clear path to achieving his ambitions. Next, we'll briefly introduce a few of the 43 pirate crews under the umbrella of the Whitebeard pirates, who also appeared in the Summit War. He lost all his crew in a battle with Roger and deeply respects Whitebeard, who took care of him during those tough times. Such a man, Squard, was in charge of the subordinates during the Summit War. However, he fell into the Navy's trap and ended up stabbing Whitebeard. They took advantage of Squard's hatred for Roger and told him that Ace was Roger's son. Afterwards, realizing that he had been duped, he broke down crying and was unable to move. He tried to redeem himself by sacrificing himself to let the Whitebeard pirates escape. Whitey Bay, who belonged to the Whitebeard pirates over 30 years ago, and later hoisted her own pirate flag. She operates an icebreaker as her mothership. During the Summit War, she cut through the sea surface frozen by the Navy Admiral Aokiji, creating a route for her allies. Her nickname, High Switch, is so cool. One of the famous pirate captains in the New World, who lost to Ace and became under the umbrella of the Whitebeard pirates. A dual-wielding swordsman, the monkey on his shoulder uses a pistol, enabling him to fight alongside Doma. During the Summit War, he confronted the Navy Vice Admiral Momonga, a pirate who made a name for himself in the New World. He is one of the subordinates under Whitebeard. Characterized by his beard shaped like lightning and his ability to fight using a sword infused with lightning, he goes by the nickname Lord of Thunder. Could it be that he also possesses a power related to lightning? Unfortunately, the details are not revealed, so we don't know about that. But in the Summit War, he was seen fighting the Marine Vice Admiral Doberman, a pirate explicitly named by the Navy as making a name for himself in the New World. In the narrative, they are a rare set of brothers who serve as the captain. This is the two-person captain system since Dory and Brogy. They fight in a combination style using gloves with sharp claws as their weapons. During Scourge's rampage, they were entrusted with the morale of their subordinate pirates, suggesting that they have a lot of trust from Whitebeard. In the Summit War, they were fighting the Vice Admiral Dalmatian. Little Oars Jr., a giant from ancient times with a demon-like appearance, is a descendant of Oars who appeared in the thriller Bark arc. The ancient giants are, as I recall, 3 times the size of regular giants, aren't they? As his size suggests, he is a bearer of incredible strength. In the Summit War, he showed his prowess by carrying the Moby Dick, the mothership of the Whitebeard pirates, and marching forward. He then approached Ace's execution platform. However, he suffered a series of attacks from the 3 warlords of the sea, Bartholomew Kuma, Don Quixote do Flamingo, and Gecko Moria. As a result, he had to withdraw from the battlefield. How is the Whitebeard Pirates summary? It turns out they're a deeply layered, emotionally rich pirate cruise. If it weren't for the complicated task of rescue, they would indeed be the world's strongest pirate cruise. There are many other subordinate pirate crews besides the ones introduced here, so if you're interested, please go ahead and check them out. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.